Hello friends, today we are going to learn reaction water turbine, that is Kaplan turbine. In last lecture we studied about the Francis turbine. Now in this case we will study axial flow turbine, that is Kaplan turbine. During this session we will be understanding the working of Kaplan turbine and solve the numerical based on Kaplan and Francis turbine. So last lecture we studied the direction of or classification of reaction turbine, and that ideal, axial and mixed flow. Then working of Francis turbine, main components, then 7 guide vanes, the net head, then work done by the runner, then working proportions of Francis turbine. Now let us begin with the numerical on Francis turbine. So in this case, the following data is given for Francis turbine. Net head is 60 meter, speed is given as 700 rpm. Okay. And shaft power is given as 294.3 kilowatt. Overall efficiency is given as 84%. Hydraulic efficiency as 93%. Flow ratio 0.2. And breath ratio, that is nothing but n equal to 0.1. Outer diameter of runner is 2 times inner diameter of runner. And thickness of vanes occupies 5% of circumferential area of the runner. And velocity of flow is constant. Vf is constant at inlet and outlet, and discharge is radial. Okay. So what we need to determine the blade angles, then runner vane angle at inlet and outlet, diameter of the runner at inlet and outlet, and width of wheel at inlet and outlet. See, all nearly 70% of variations are been covered in this numerical. So they have mentioned you the hydraulic diameter, and head 60 meter, then speed as 700 rpm, power as 294.3 kilowatt, overall efficiency as 0.84, hydraulic efficiency is mentioned, and flow ratio, then breath ratio, and diameter, inner to outer diameter ratio is given. And in this case, thickness of vanes is 5% of circumferential area of the runner. What it means? The thickness occupies 5%. So the actual flow will be reduced by 5%. So actual flow will be 95%, that is 0.95 times 5 d1 d1. Now in this case, if they have mentioned overall efficiency, hydraulic efficiency, and power, go with the hydraulic overall efficiency. From that, overall efficiency equal to shaft power by input power. From that, you can easily calculate the water power. Likewise, we need to go by step. And if we need to find out the blade angle runner at inlet and outlet, what we need to find out? We need to find out the parameters BW1 and outlet U2. Okay. So for this case, let's go. As in this case mentioned, discharge is radial, BW2 equal to 0, and BF2 equal to V2. That we know. So in this case, KF is given. Okay, which is 0.2 flow ratio. Okay, so VF equal to, how we know, KF into under root of 2GH. So VF equal to 0.2 to under root of 2GH. If we calculate by this way, we will get VF as 6.862 meter. Now overall efficiency equal to shaft power by water power. Overall efficiency is given as 0.84. Shaft power they have mentioned. So what I get, water power 350.357 kilowatt. So what I need to understand is kilowatt. So they are mentioning kilowatt. Now next, we know also water power equal to rho GQH. From that, if I substitute rho GQH here, in this case Q is unknown. Okay. Now I am substituting the water power in terms of watt only. Since in this equation we need to substitute the value in watt. So it is water power equal to 350.357 into 10 to the 3 equal to 1000 G 9.81 Q into 6. So what I get, Q equal to 0.59 0.52 meter cube per second. Now actual flow we know 0.5 times less. So Q equal to 95% of pi d1 v1 vf1. So again I am substituting the values. Pi d1, we know d1 by v1 is 0.1, so v1 equal to 0.1 d1. So now I am getting values as d1 equal to 0.54 meter diameter of v. I substitute v1 by d1 equal to 0.1. I get v1 as 54 mm or 0.054 meter. Next, we know if I calculate the d1, I can calculate speed of blade, that is at inlet. u1 equal to pi d1 n by 60. So what I get 19.79 meter per second. Now if I get u1, I can calculate the value of Vw1 from hydraulic efficiency term. So hydraulic efficiency equal to Vw1 u1 by gh. So actually it is Vw1 u1 plus or minus Vw2 u2, but discharge is radial, so Vw2 is 0. For Francis turbine, it is always Vw2 equal to 0, so hydraulic efficiency equal to Vw1 u1 by gh. So if I substitute the values, what I get Vw1 as 27.66 meter per second. Now I have Vw1 u1, okay, and what I need to find out alpha, okay, and Vf1 we have calculated initially. So if I consider tan alpha equal to opposite side by adjacency, okay, so Vf1 by this one Vw1. I am subtracting the values, what I get 13.92 degree alpha equal to. Now runner wind angle at inlet and outlet, so theta and phi. So to find out theta, again I need to consider tan theta equal to Vf1 by Vw1 minus u. So substituting those values, tan theta equal to Vf1 by Vw1 minus u, but I get 6.862 divided by 27.66 minus 19.79, so I get 0.872. So theta equal to tan inverse of this value, I get 14.09 degree. So next what I need to find out phi. To find out phi, what phi equal to, here you can see phi equal to tan inverse of Vf2 by V2. We know Vf2 is nothing but V2. In this case, they have mentioned that the flow is constant. Okay, velocity of flow at inlet and outlet is constant. So Vf1 equal to Vf2. So we are calculating Vf2, but we don't know U2. So to find out U2, we need to consider the value of D2 diameter. The relation between D1 and D2 they have mentioned. So U2 equal to pi D2n by 60. From that value, we can calculate U2 equal to 9.89 meter per second. Now substituting those values, tan phi equal to Vf2 by U2, what I get phi equal to 34.74 degree. Now rest of the values are 3 diameter at inlet and outlet are nothing but we are calculated as D1 equal to 0.54 meter and D2 equal to 0.27 meter. And width of wheel at inlet, that is D1 0.1 times G1, so which is equal to 54 mm. Now next is our Kaplan turbine, that is I can say axial flow turbine. So this kind of turbines are really suitable for low head, which is basically ranging from let us say 10 to 30 meters. And another one turbine, that is propeller turbine, which is being used for ranging from 5 meter to 50 meter. So in this case, propeller turbines are fixed type in which the blades of the runner are not being adjustable. But in this case of Kaplan turbine, flow rate can be adjustable and according to the change of runner blades. There is a difference. The blade for Kaplan turbines are movable, and for propeller turbine, those are fixed. Propeller turbines are being used where the flow rate is constant, and Kaplan turbine can be used for variable loads. So let us say for dam, winter or in rainy season, we have high heads. In summer, we have low heads. So there is a variation of loads. For that case, we can say Kaplan turbine is better choice. If you see this, the flow in this case is axial way. So the water flowing from the penstock through the scroll casing, and then it has been hammered on these blades, or it is moving axially. Getting? So like in case of Francis turbine, they were moving radially inside the turbine toward the shaft and moving outward axially. But in this case, flow is axial from inlet to outlet. But in this case, again, you can observe that the flow area is reduced. So this is bush diameter and this is outer diameter. So the actual area of flow is, I can say, pi by 4 d0 square minus db square. That will be the main. Remaining construction and working will be the same. The main components: penstock, scroll casing, guide vanes, governing mechanism, runner and draft tubes. Okay, so those will be remaining same. What I say, Q equal to pi by 4 d0 square minus db square into Vf. So that will be the actual flow moving through the Kaplan turbine. And again, what we need to know, some important points for a Kaplan or propeller turbine. The peripheral velocity at inlet and outlet are remain same. So that is U1 equal to U2, like in case of Pelton turbine. So what we need to know, only Francis turbine velocity at inlet and outlet changes. In case of Pelton and Kaplan, inlet and outlet velocity remains same. And the flow velocity in this case always remains same since axial flow. So Vf1 axial component will remain same. And area of flow at inlet and equal to outlet. That we know. Whatever water quantity comes in will move out from that turbine. Let us understand second numerical. So Kaplan turbine working under a head of 20 meter develops that much amount of shaft power, that is 11,772. The outer diameter is given as 3.5 and hub diameter is 1.75 meter. The guide blade angle at the extreme edges of the runner is 35. So the guide blade angle at the extreme edges of the runner is mentioned, that is 35 degree. And the hydraulic and overall efficiency of the turbines are 88% and 84% respectively. If the velocity of reel is 0 at inlet, at outlet, determine the runner vane angle at inlet and outlet at the extreme edges of the runner and speed of the turbine. So what we need to know, 5 we need to calculate, and speed of the runner and theta. They are given head equal to 20 meter, shaft power, okay, outer and hub diameter they are mentioned, inside angle or angle made by the jet, or I can say water flow in this case, that alpha is mentioned, hydraulic efficiency and overall efficiency is given, and wheel velocity at outlet, that is BW2 is equal to 0 since this angle is 90 degree. Now I have mentioned whenever you have given overall efficiency, start with that. So overall efficiency equal to shaft power by water power. So water power equal to, we know, rho GQH. So if I substitute this value in this equation, 0.84 into 11,772. In this case it is kilowatt. That's why they have divided in here by 1000. Okay. If you now need not to divide by 1000, multiply here by 1000 kilowatt. So you will get value as Q equal to 71.428 meter cube per second. Now also we know that discharge equal to pi by 4 outer square minus hub square, that is diameter, into Vf1. So substituting those values, what I get, Vf1 equal to 71.428 divided by 7.216 equal to 9.9 meter per second. Now from inlet velocity triangle, so tan of alpha, okay, what I get, Vf1 by Vw1. So from this equation, what I get, VW1 equal to 14.14 meter per second. So here should be VF1 actually, or it is same, VF1 equal to VF2. So using the relation for hydraulic efficiency, we know hydraulic efficiency equal to VW1 U1 by GH, since VW2 equal to 0 or discharge is radial at outlet. So hydraulic efficiency is given as 0.88, so equal to 14.14 into U1 divided by 9.81 into 20. So blade velocity at inlet equal to 12.21. But what we know, U1 equal to U2, and we have VF1 equal to V2. So now find out the tan theta and phi. So tan theta equal to VF1 by VW1 minus U. What I get, tan theta equal to 5.13. So theta equal to tan inverse of 5.13, I get 78.97 degree. And also, so that is U1 equal to U2, which will be equal to 12.21 meter per second, and VF1 equal to VF2 equal to 9.9 meter per second. So tan phi equal to VF2 by U2, that is opposite side by adjacent side. So phi equal to tan inverse of this value 0.811. So what I get, 39.035 degree. Next is speed of the turbine. So speed of the turbine, U1 equal to U2 equal to pi d0n by 60. Now in this case, we need to consider the outer diameter for runner calculations or speed calculation. So U1 equal to 12.21 equal to pi into 33.5 into n by 60. So n equal to 66.63 rpm. Now next numerical. So this is asked recently. In Kaplan turbine develops 24647.6 kilowatt power at an average of height of 39 meter. Assuming the speed of ratio of 2, flow ratio 0.6. Okay, KU is given to, KF is given as 0.6, and wash diameter of wash is given as 0.3 times diameter of runner. So wash diameter is, or bush diameter is given as 0.3 times outer diameter. This can be called as bush diameter, wash diameter, or hub diameter. And overall efficiency is 90%. And calculate the diameter of the runner, speed and specific speed. So initially we have given KU and KF. From that we can find out U is equal to dead speed, KU into under root of 2GH. So you get 55.32 meter per second. Similarly, VF equal to KF into under root of 2GH. So you will get 16.59. Overall efficiency is given. So shaft power by water power, that is rho GQ. So from this Q equal to what I get, if I substitute the value of PS and rho G, efficiency and H, I get 71.58 meter cube per second for 1 month. Now Q equal to pi by 4 d0 square minus dB square. So I am substituting this value. What I get, T equal to 0.25 meter, and from this equation I can calculate the initial velocity, d0 for speed. U equal to pi dn by 60. So n equal to U into 60 by pi d. I get 422.61 rpm. And similarly, specific speed equal to n into under root of p by h raised to 5 by 4. In this case, p should be given in kilowatt. Okay, so what I need to substitute the value, I get 680 value for specific speed. So basic difference between the Francis and Kaplan turbine can be understood by this way. The type of turbine, it is radially inward or mixed flow type of turbine. So it is partially axial flow or axial flow turbine. The position of shaft for Francis turbine is horizontal or vertical, but in case of Kaplan turbine, the shaft position is always vertical. Now adjustability of runner winds. The runner winds are not adjustable in case of Francis turbine, but we know for Kaplan turbine, those winds are adjustable according to the load. And Francis turbine, we have large number of blades, that is 16 to 24, but in case of Kaplan turbine we have 3 to 8. Generally, the blades are been up to 6 or 8 for Kaplan turbine. Now in this case, resistance to be overcome owing to the large number of winds and greater area of contact with water. So large quantity of water will be flowing in case of Francis turbine. So resistance to flow is larger. In this case, resistance is less as flow is axial. Now in this case, flow is inward radially and moves axially. So the resistance is large. So this Francis can be used for medium head, that is 62 to 50 meter. But as I told you in last lecture, it can be also used up to 350 or 400 meter head. And for Kaplan turbine, low head up to 30 meter. So flow rate is medium. So in this case, flow rate is high. So large quantity of water is being discharged through that penstock. Specific speed ranging from 50 to 250, and the specific speed for this case is ranging from 250 to 850. And type of governor required here is of ordinary, but in this case heavy duty because of the large quantity of water to be monitored. At the end of this session, you have understood the working of Kaplan turbine and the numericals based on Francis and Kaplan turbine. So if you have any doubts, you can raise. Thank you.